What's going on, everyone? Matt here for another podcast episode. I'm your host, PT Profit Leverage and Lifestyle Show. First, I just want to say thanks so much for all the love on the podcast so far. I'm really enjoying it, and it's awesome to be able to create some value for you guys. That's what it's all about, just creating some value. Um, Today I wanted to go through, because for those who don't know or haven't been following me on my socials, I'm doing a done for you service for face-to-face personal trainers. And so what that means is I'm essentially building their business for them. And what that means is I'm doing the consultations for them and signing clients up, onboarding them straight away, booking them in for their regular sessions, etc. So I've been doing that for a few PTs up here in Brisbane, and I wanted to go through the metrics that we're actually using to track success in the business. So, like, for those that are on my email list or follow me on the socials, you'll probably hear a bit more about the done for you service, because I'm really enjoying doing that, because it gets me back in the field, doing the consultations, getting the sign-ups. And I'm really enjoying it. Like, over the last, I was in India for a couple of weeks, obviously, but over the last 2 weeks, I've added over $4,000 a month in recurring income for these two businesses. And I think my conversions are like 90 something percent, which is awesome. It's really good to see, because I'm helping them do the leads. So pre-qualifying the leads and then booking them in with me, and then I do the consultation, and it's just over the phone. So easy. I just do it from home. But anyway, let's get into today's episode. I'm going to share my screen. So if you're not watching, I would suggest, if possible, to watch this on YouTube. I believe Spotify also you can watch. I don't think Apple Podcast you can watch at this stage, but YouTube and Spotify, if you're not listening to those ones, or if you're in the car, I would suggest watching this one back. Like, obviously you can listen to the statistics, but the visual is also good as well. So I'm currently showing you my business tracker template, which actually goes through the statistics that you should be tracking in your business. So I'll go through the statistics first, and then I'll give you guys a bit of a look around the business tracker that I use to track or our clients' results. So I've been using this for probably about 4 years or so. So the actual statistics. So it's these down the side here. I'll just highlight these so you know. So we've got generated leads, we've got booked consultations, we've got showed consultations, new clients, new sessions, conversion rate, lost clients, lost sessions, session growth. You can also have a net income growth as well, which I'm pretty sure I've got. So that's the statistics that you need to know. They're the growth tasks. All these are growth tasks. Now, for the people that have been working with me for a little while, I always say growth tasks need to happen every single week. Meaning, you need to generate the leads every single week. You need to book the consults every single week. You need to be doing consultations every single week to grow your business. If you don't want to grow the business, then that's fine. Then don't worry about those things. Simple as that. So the reason why we track these statistics every week is so we can pinpoint which area you need to improve on. I'm just going to do a couple of examples here, because this is just my template, and I'll just get rid of it afterwards. So let's say we start off really well. We got 20 leads, we book in 10, and let's say 8 of them show up, and we get 6 new clients, 10 new sessions. Didn't lose any clients. Session growth is 10. Income growth, let's say 10 times. I say I'm charging 65 for a session. So 650 is the income growth. Awesome. Next week, we're going to get 2 leads, which means to get 1 consult. 1 showed up, 0 sales, 0 sessions. Session growth is 0, income growth is 0. Next week, we get 5 leads, you get 3 consults, you get 1 show up, 1 new client, 2 sessions. So if you're listening to the audio, I've got 5 leads, 3 consults booked, 1 of them show up, one new client, 2 new sessions. So the session growth is 2 and 130 per week extra. Now, straight away, you can see here, if you're in the visual, the biggest factor for these is the amount of showed consultations and how many booked consultations, which therefore comes back to how many leads we generated. So if we wanted to add 10 sessions per week, we need to be able to get 6 new clients. So if we compare that to week 3, where we only got 1 new client, you look back and say, hey, cool, well, how many consults do we have booked? Well, we only had one show up. So that's the problem right there. You only had 1 person show up. And then you go, cool, well, this week we actually booked 3, but only 1 showed up. So that's actually a bit of an issue there. So what's happened for those other 2 people was there not enough value built on the phone call to book them in? Or let's say, for example, they didn't get the reminders, or you didn't remind them, for example. So say you can easily tell, and then like if you relook at it as well, you've got, okay, cool. Well, the first week we got 10 consultations, so there's no way we're going to be able to get 10 consultations booked if we've only generated 5 leads. So really, hold on, this is the guy doing the mowing. Just give me a second, team. I'm just going to pause it, and I'll come back to you in a sec. All right, team, sorry about that. This is the guy doing the mowing outside. So as you can see here, it all flows together. Generated leads, booked consults, showed consults, new clients, new sessions. So to get new sessions, you need new clients. To get new clients, you need to do consultations. To get consultations, you need to book in consultations. To get consultations, you need to generate leads. But the other thing is, leads are never a problem. You know, if you know what you're doing. Leads are never a problem. But let's say, for example, let's do some more examples. Let's say you generated 10 leads. You book in 7. You had 7 show, and you got 2 new clients and 2 new sessions. Didn't lose any yet. So if you look at the issue here, leads aren't the issue, consults aren't the issue. It's your sales conversion. 28% conversion. That means you're going to get 10 or to get 6 new clients, you're going to have to do pretty much 3 times as much work. You know what I mean? So if you can increase your sales conversion, then you're going to be more time productive, which is one of the massive reasons why I really love doing the done for you service, because it's going to save the PT, 10, 15 hours a week. Like for me to get 10 sessions, it might only take me, I don't know, 5, 6 consultations, whereas it might take them 12 to 15. So it's so much easier to build a sustainable business when you know how to sell. That's why, like, when I first started doing coaching with PTs, I used to only teach them how to sell, because on average, people are actually doing about a 30% conversion rate in the industry. So these are the things you want to track. Now, on top of that, you can also obviously see if you're having a trend of losing clients. Let's say you're doing, like, you get 1 consult, you get 1. Let's say you lost 3. So session growth is actually -3. Yeah, what's that? Minus 195. Then you can see trend. If you keep losing clients, then retention is the issue. Then it's not, like, obviously you can counteract that by doing more sales, but that's not what you want to do. You want to work on your retention. So then your income just keeps going up and up and up and up, rather than it goes up and then down, then down, then up and down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. So it's a combination of both things. But these statistics that I've got here, so generated leads, booked consultations, showed consultations, new clients, new sessions, conversion rate, lost clients, lost sessions, session growth, and income growth. Ideally, that's the metrics that you want to be tracking. Then you'll be able to see exactly what's going on in your business. Now, just for some extra value, I'll just quickly show you. Let me just sort this stuff back out. Okay. I'll show you what this business tracker looks like. So you've obviously got the statistics here. And then you've got just a summary of your total session. So you've got total clients on record, total weekly sessions on the books. So you might have 10 clients, 15 sessions. Total showed sessions, let's say 14 of them showed up. So one of them was sick. Revenue on hold. So that's if someone's away for holidays, for example, and should say this is $1,000 a week. And you got $1,000 a week expected. So this would be 1,000 minus the revenue on hold, which would be at this stage it's 1,000. Then you can see your business tracker growth over your time frame as well. And you've got your client spreadsheet as well. So all your clients' details in here. You can also see how much you're earning per week on here and how much people are spending per week. You can obviously work out your average spend. Your weekly consultations, this is where you can track all the consultations that you're having each week to keep you accountable. I've put in here 10 consults per week. This is just like I went through this actually the other day with my business when I first started. And I was going through it with someone else, and I was like, well, look at all the consultations that I was doing. It's no wonder that I grew so quickly. I was doing 20 consults a week for like the first 2 months. It's no wonder I got fully booked in 2 weeks. It's no wonder that I was doing 100 sessions a week after 3 months. So I was putting in the work with the consultations. And you know what happens when you get 80% conversion on 20 consultations every week? You're adding 10, 15 clients every single week. So of course, that's why I had so much growth. It's no wonder that, I grew the business so quickly when you're doing that much work. It's not hard. Not hard to build a PT business. Then you got a database. This is where you have all the database, so all the people that you meet, all the calls that you do. You put your their name, number, email, where you got their lead from, if you've had the consultation. So then when you can remarket to them, you might remarket to them and nurture them over the next couple of months. So maybe now is not the right time for them to start PT, which is fine. No issue at all. But at least you've got their details so you can reach out to them again when you have a new offer that you can offer them. So that's pretty much it for today, team. I just wanted to go through the statistics that I'm currently tracking for my clients. That, as I said, these are the growth tasks that you need to be focusing on every single week if you want to grow your PT business. So until next time, have an awesome day, and I'll see you on socials, or I'll see you on the next podcast episode.